guys, Kelly here with Mindful Bodyworks. I had such a great response from the Beginner HIIT Yoga class that I posted not long ago that I decided to do another one. Now this is a beginner session, but I will be showing you ways to make this more intermediate for you. It's a wonderful workout for anyone who is recovering from any injury or pain in the upper body, like shoulders or neck or upper back issues, because this workout is all about lower body. So we'll be working on our core, our legs, and our glutes. Most gyms are still closed here locally. The beaches are open, so that's usually motivation for people to want to get moving. So let's go ahead and start. We're gonna start lying down on the floor. Get my little timer here. So this is just a Tabata timer. We'll be doing 8 sets, and we'll have a 20 seconds, and then we'll have 10 seconds of a break. So our first move is just going to be some abdominals. It's gonna be like a bicycle, if you've ever seen the bicycle abdominals. We're gonna slow it down a little bit so we're really breathing. So we're just gonna inhale and exhale. Pretty simple. Now you wanna make sure you're not pulling on your neck. If you'd like to challenge yourself, or maybe you're more of an intermediate HIIT yogi, you can go ahead and just pedal it out like this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. You're gonna hear audible beep, but I will tell you when it's time to go and when it's time to break. So here we go, inhaling and exhaling. So remember, you can take it up a notch, or if you want to do a couple just to get a little more warmed up like this, and then take it up a notch later, you can. And that's our break. So stretching it out. You can take your legs long if you want. And then let's go ahead and reset and begin. So breathing. Sometimes it's easier if you're just blowing out each knee. It kind of reminds you to take that breath. But again, you're not pulling on your neck. And release. So stretch it out, open up, push through those fingers and toes, and then reset. So this time, just twisting and breathing. And that's our break. Stretch it out. So we have one more set like this, and then we're gonna modify it just a little bit. So breathing and twisting. Don't forget, you can also take it all the way out if you want, or you can take it down. You can do a little of both. It's your workout, so make it work for your body. Breathing here, almost done. And release. So our next part, we're just going to keep our legs out long, and we're going to be coming straight up. Here we go. So this is our belly bonfire. So again, you want your elbows open, making sure you're not pulling on the neck. Pushing your head into your hands will help that. Breathing. And release and stretch. And here we go. Again, breathing out on your up helps. It helps you really squeeze those core muscles. And stretch it out. Go ahead and reset. And begin. Now you can speed this up if you feel comfortable, as long as you're not pulling on that head. And really you're just coming up to about the bottom of your shoulder blades, where it naturally feels like, oh, yep, That's about it. And stretch it out. So we only have one set left. Go ahead and reset. Here we go. Open those elbows up. And that's it. Yay, we did it. So stretching out, really reaching through one side of the body and then reaching through the other. And then if you can, you're going to go ahead and roll over onto your belly just to stretch out. Now I'm not able to extend my legs. Well, actually I can take them wide and extend them, so that'll work. So we're just going to come into our Sphinx pose. So with this, we want to push through the elbows, push through the shoulders, look forward just slightly. Let's just stretch out those abs. You can bend the legs if you want to stretch a little bit more, but you definitely don't have to. Good, and then we're slowly going to push ourselves up and come to center and come all the way up. Alright, so we're going to roll it up from here. Let's just sway back and forth just a little bit before we come up. If you're not able to come forward like this, you can just meet me in a standing position for our next exercise. And so we're just going to roll one vertebrae at a time all the way up. Head's the last thing to come up. And inhale up and exhale down. All right, so setting up for our next one, we're going to be doing a temple pose. So temple, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to come into a plie squat. So what that means is your toes are coming out to the corners and you want your feet out wider than your knees. That's very important. That way when we squat down, your knees aren't coming out over your ankles or your toes. All right, so go ahead and get in your squat. I want you to push your hips back a little bit. Bring that belly button in towards your spine. And so we're just going to be coming up and down. Wow, that was a loud bird. Up and down. It must like it. All right, so ready? And here we go. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Make sure you're sitting back into that squat. Now you can go as fast or as slow as you want to. Sitting back, pushing through the heels, and relax. This is our break. And here we go, arms up and down. So if you're blowing out on your way down, you're squeezing those abdominals in. And that's our break. So if you need to push pause, got hair tickling me, and get some water, you're more than welcome to. Here we go. Last one. All right, that's our break. And here we go. Now, if you feel like you're not able to squat down as much, you can move those feet in just a little bit. Just be really looking at those knees and feet. Make sure those knees are not coming out over the toes. That's very important. you'll do more harm than you will good. And here we go. Remember, you can breathe out on the way down. It helps you squeeze those abdominals in. And that's our break. All right, we only have 3 sets left. And here we go. Now, if this is getting to be too much for you, you can always just do 4 sets. And then when you feel like it, you can up that to 6 and then do the full 8. Again, whatever your body feels like doing, you want to challenge yourself without injury. And that's our break. Only 2 sets left. Just moving those legs a little bit. And here we go. Again, sitting those hips back. Back, not forward. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're having something going on with your upper body and you're not able to do arms, you can just do the squats without the arms. So it would just be like this. Okay, so that is possible. Or if your heart rate's getting too high, you can drop the arms to your hips. So go as fast or as slow as you want. All right, guys, our third and final exercise for today's beginner HIIT session is going to be our Warrior 3 kickbacks. So with the kickbacks, for beginners, you're going to want to find an ottoman, a stool, the back of the couch, something to hang on to. For our more intermediate or advanced, you can take the arms all the way down. And this is what it's going to look back like. You're going to kick back, straight up and back, and you're pushing through the heel, so you're tightening the whole leg. Now my beginners or beginner intermediate, you can do it just like this, okay? So we're going to be doing 4 sets on each side, and here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Up and back. Pushing through the heel, breathing. So you're really going to have a burnout on one side. And then just relax. Reset. And here we go. So breathing through this, really squeezing all the way through the heel into the glutes. Three, 2, 1. Whew. You can always stretch that leg out if it's possible. And then resetting. Here we go. Break. Whew. I can feel that already. Of course, I did some legs yesterday, so. All right, last set on this side. You can do this. Here we go. Again, pushing through the heel, squeezing the glute, up and back. Come on, 5 seconds. Woo! Shake those legs out. And now we'll do the other side. So we just did the right leg, or if you didn't, then you're gonna do the opposite leg this time. So go a little bit slower when you start this one, so you can get your foundation and your kicks right, squeezing through the heel into the glute. Almost done. 5 seconds. Whew. Stretching out those hips. Only 2 sets left. Stretch it out. Last set, make it count. You can slow it down if you need to, or speed it up. 10-second burnout. Pushing through the heel still. Almost done. And that's it. Whew. All right, so let's stretch out our hips a little bit, shall we? So I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me, but you can be facing forward, that's completely fine. We're gonna inhale the arms up, swan dive down. Again, if you're not able to come all the way down, you can put your hands on your thighs. Relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. Give it a little sway. And then slowly roll up. And then we're going to take those legs wide, just like when we were in our temple pose. So feet are wider than our knees right now. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Keep the arms up. We're going to take the right hand up and over. Left hand comes down. If you can put the forearm on your thigh. If you'd like more of a stretch, you can straighten that back leg. So this will be our side angle stretch. So breathing here, and then coming back up to center. Get back in that temple. Inhale up, and this time left arm comes up and over. Remember, you can have your hand on your thigh or forearm. Straighten the leg if it feels comfy. And of course, breathe. And then back up. Inhale, legs straight. Exhale, come all the way down. Toes are forward now. Again, if you're not able to come all the way down, that's fine. You can have a chair, something in front of you, or put your hands on your thighs. Relax the head, stretching out the back of the legs. We'll just give it a little motion here, bending one knee and then the other. Last one. Coming back to center. Put your hands on your hips. Lift straight up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, down. And this is where we'll end our practice. So thank you so much for taking some time.